Welcome to Coin Spyder, the channel where coins are not just metal, but powerful storytellers of history, culture, and hidden treasures. In today's video, we will explore the Malaysia 5 Sen coin, a small but fascinating piece of currency that has much more value than most people realize. At first glance, this coin might look like just a tiny piece of change, but behind its design, history, and symbolism lies a story that connects an entire nation's identity. Whether you are a passionate coin collector or just someone curious about world currency, I promise you this journey will surprise you. From its design choices to its cultural meaning, from its history to its collectability, we will unfold every hidden detail that makes this coin special. So stay tuned till the end, because by the time you finish this video, you will never look at a 5 Sen coin the same way again. General introduction of the coin. The Malaysia 5 Sen coin belongs to the series of coins issued by Bank Negara Malaysia, the central bank of the country. The specific coin in front of us was minted in 1998, making it a piece that has already crossed more than 2 decades of history. While most people treat it as just a simple low-value coin, numismatists, those who study and collect coins, know that every detail matters. The word sen is the subdivision of the Malaysian ringgit, just like cents are to the US dollar. The 5 Sen coin is among the smallest denominations, but its design carries important national elements. The coin we are focusing on belongs to the second series of Malaysian coins which were issued between 1989 and 2011. The obverse design. On the front side of the coin, known as the obverse, you can see the national flower of Malaysia, the Hibiscus rosa sinensis, commonly known as the hibiscus or bungaraya. This flower was declared Malaysia's national flower in 1960, and it represents courage, life, and rapid growth of the nation. Just above the flower, you will see the words Bank Negara Malaysia, which is the issuing authority. Beneath the flower lies the denomination, written boldly as 5, and below that the word Sen. The year of minting, which in our coin is 1998, is placed on either side of the denomination. This clean yet symbolic design makes the obverse not just functional, but also patriotic. The reverse design now, let's turn the coin over to the reverse side, which often goes unnoticed by casual holders. Here you will see a unique design featuring the Congkak board, a traditional Malaysian game played with marbles or seeds. This cultural element is a nod to Malaysia's heritage, showing that even the smallest coins carry deep cultural significance. The Congkak board is designed vertically, with its circular holes represented clearly. This reverse design is not just decorative, it reminds Malaysians of their cultural identity, traditions, and unity. Even though this is just a 5 Sen coin, the choice to include Congkak tells us how much importance Malaysia gives to preserving cultural memory. The metal composition. Another important detail collectors look for is the coin's metal composition. The 1998 Malaysia 5 Sen coin was struck in stainless steel, unlike earlier issues that were made of copper nickel. This change was part of Malaysia's attempt to modernize its coinage and reduce minting costs. Stainless steel is lighter, shinier, and more resistant to corrosion, which is why many of these coins still appear in excellent condition despite being more than 25 years old. However, the switch in metal also made the coin slightly different in weight and feel, which is something collectors notice immediately. Size and weight. In terms of size, the Malaysia 5 Sen coin is quite small. It measures 16 millimeters in diameter and has a thickness of 1.28 millimeters. Its weight is only 1.72 grams, making it one of the lightest circulating coins of its time. Because of this tiny size, many people tend to overlook it or even lose it easily. However, numismatists often emphasize that small coins are among the most interesting to study because they carry the same amount of national pride and artistic effort as larger coins. The challenge of fitting cultural and historical elements into such a small space is what makes these coins especially fascinating. The year 1998 significance. The year 1998, which is minted on this particular coin, was a significant period in Malaysia's economic history. It was the time of the Asian financial crisis, which had a massive impact on Malaysia's currency and economy. Holding a 1998 coin is like holding a piece of that history because every coin minted during this era passed through the hands of citizens who experienced financial struggles, recovery efforts, and the government's attempts to stabilize the nation. That gives the 1998 Malaysia 5-cent coin a deeper meaning. It's not just about its design, but also about the story of resilience it silently carries. Collectability. Now you might wonder, is the Malaysia 5-cent coin collectible? The answer is yes, though its value depends on condition and rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, coins in uncirculated condition, or those with minting errors, can fetch higher prices among collectors. For example, some coins have slight misprints or off-center strikes, which makes them rare and valuable. For everyday circulated versions, the value may remain close to its face value, but collectors often keep them as part of a full set of Malaysian coins. Completing a set from the 1989 to 2011 series is a rewarding challenge for any coin enthusiast. The symbolism of Congkak. Let's go back to the Congkak design for a moment, because it deserves special attention. Congkak is more than just a traditional game. It is a symbol of strategy, patience, and community bonding. By including it on the coin, Malaysia essentially celebrated its social traditions in a piece of money that every citizen could hold. The reverse design was chosen to represent not just play, but also wisdom, planning, and cultural pride. That makes the coin not just currency, but also an educational tool for younger generations to stay connected with their roots. Everyday use and importance for most Malaysians in the late 1990s and early 2000s, the 5-cent coin was used in everyday transactions like bus fares, market purchases, and small household items. It was a coin that quietly served millions of people on a daily basis. Even though its value was small, it played a big role in balancing change during purchases. Many older Malaysians remember carrying several 5-cent coins in their pockets, which makes it a nostalgic piece of currency today. For collectors, nostalgia often adds emotional value. Making this coin more than just stainless steel, it becomes a memory of daily life. Transition to new series. In 2012, Malaysia introduced a new series of coins, and the design of the 5-cent was changed completely. The hibiscus flower was retained but redesigned, and the Congkak motif was replaced. This shift makes the older series, including the 1998 coin, historically more important. Once a coin is replaced by a newer design, the older one automatically becomes collectible because it represents a finished chapter in a nation's currency history. That is why people still search for 1990s and early 2000s Malaysian coins, especially in good condition, to keep as part of their collection. Value in the future. Looking into the future, coins like the 1998 Malaysia 5-cent may gain more recognition as collectibles. As everyday use of coins declines due to digital payments, physical coins will become rarer in circulation. Future generations may look back at coins like these with curiosity, wondering how people once used them daily. Collectors understand this trend, which is why they preserve coins carefully in albums, sleeves, or cases. Even a small denomination coin can turn into a treasure if preserved with care, because its value is not only in money, but also in history. So what looks like a tiny coin with almost no value at first glance is actually a powerful carrier of history, culture, and national pride. The Malaysia 5-cent coin of 1998 tells us stories about hibiscus flowers, traditional Congkak games, the economic crisis of its time, and the daily life of Malaysian people. For coin collectors, it is a piece worth keeping, not because of its face value, but because of the story it carries. That's the magic of numismatics. Every coin is a silent witness of the past. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Malaysia 5-cent coin, make sure to subscribe to Coin Spyder, because here we turn even the smallest coins into the biggest stories.